Brett Cooper is back, and now she's opened a new channel. At this point, the channel has 855 subs. Thousands subs. And I expect tomorrow she will have at least 1 million after the release of her first video in the new channel. The drama was crazy. So everyone was talking about. Everyone shared their opinion about the NDAs, why she left, why didn't she left, because some said she wanted a bigger salary and things that goes on, but I will not stand over there because everything was a speculation in my opinion. I believe that she just wanted to go solo and make some new beginnings, make new series, and who knows, maybe a podcast, maybe a vlog that shares her skills on the snowboard. Just saying. Anyhow, I want to begin with sharing the first video because at this point it's not open and I will release this video after the video because I want to watch it, make a clip at the end of my video. So this is the point of the video right now. Over 700 people waiting. I believe when it goes live it will be mad. I expect thousands of people, not even tens of thousands. I didn't press like. And I pressed like. The second video is the trailer. And I want to share a couple of thoughts of mine.
Weeks of speculation. Brett Cooper has left.
Well, it looks like the rumors were true.
Brett Cooper's departure has caused quite a stir.
The internet is absolutely melting down.
Brett Cooper did, in fact, announce her exit.
Brett Cooper announces she is leaving the Daily Wire.
Brett Cooper is officially leaving the Daily Wire.
Now she is walking away.
Brett Cooper has left.
She is gonzo.
Brett Cooper says, I'm out of here.
And now Brett Cooper has nearly 500,000 subscribers without a single video yet.
She already has a channel. There's now at 500,000 subs.
If you look at her numbers, Brett Cooper is popping off.
She has one of the fastest growing YouTube channels
But
now.
what's the
end all be all for Brett
So,
Cooper?
the big question on a lot of our minds is what is she going to do next?
But to win it requires your total dedication and a total break with the world of your past. Fight for the value of your person. Fight for the virtue of your pride. Fight with the radiant certainty and the absolute rectitude of knowing that yours is the morality of life and that yours is the battle for any achievement, any valor, any grandeur, any goodness, any joy that has ever existed on this earth.
Are you ready, Brett?
I'm ready.
That's a nice trailer, I've got to say it. So, that was her new trailer, and I expect really big things from her because she is one of the biggest right-wing voices out there right now. Before the channel began, she even went to the Fox News to share her new YouTube channel, and that was amazing placed, and she really knows how to promote herself in any social media out there, on the internet, on TV, and that shows how good of skills she has. And I will give you a little bit of taste of that. We can go and watch it.
Brett Cooper show. Brett Cooper joins us now. Were you at that party?
I was not actually, and I regret not going now. I feel like I really missed out.
It looked like a good party. Why do you...
Classic TV. You were at that party? Yeah, whatever.
Do you think they want to make a scene out of that?
Well, because it is cool. It's super exciting. And for the first time in like 10 years, the culture has shifted in a way to where young people on the right now are edgy. They're the rebels. And we've been saying that, for the last 4 years. Like, you think you're the resistance, but actually you have every mainstream organization behind you. You have every huge, Hollywood industry behind you. You're not actually a rebel. You're just falling in line with the mob and doing what they say. Like, we're actually the ones that are pushing back and fighting. And I think they finally realized that.
So what does it say if you're considered edgy, that you like the country, you like sports?
They think that the right wing is edgy because right now everyone wants to be on the right wing. I've seen politicians change with the elections of Donald Trump. That shows a lot. And it's I can't stop laughing with things like that.
You get dressed up, you have a few drinks.
Yep.
You're normal, you like girls.
I mean, it makes me think of the American Revolution. I mean, we think about those guys and they were pretty normal and they were, wanting freedom and they were wanting the life that we have built now in this country.
And they were pretty young.
They were very young, which I think people often forget. These were, 17 to 22-year-old men who were hungry and huge dreamers. And I feel like we're getting back to that actually in a very cool way.
What does it mean for the culture that Jim Acosta is stepping down?
I had to look up who Jim Acosta is. So
No.
I literally did. So I think that tells you where Gen Z's priorities are right now. I was like, who is this guy? Why do I care?
No one your age watches Jim Acosta.
No. And if we do, it's because we see him on X and people are making fun of him.
More people see Jim Acosta on this show than they see on CNN.
Which is unfortunate.
So where are we going now as a media? Are you now the tip of the spear?
I think that we are moving more and more independent. I just left the Daily Wire. I'm starting my new show. I wanted to be independent. I watched the media landscape change over the last couple of years, but especially leading into this, election. And young people are just hungry for independent voices who are authentic and honest with their audiences. They don't want to hear from traditional pundits 24/7.
Oh, you're saying I'm not going to have a job?
No, you're going to.
Am I
because
fired?
It's great.
How many more years do I have, Brett?
No, you're one of my favorites.
Okay.
But I think that it's just changing in that there are more opportunities now. And, as Elon says, we are the media now. So it's not just that commentators are popping up and there's all these new podcasters, but it's normal people who finally have a voice and are able to share their own opinions, whether it's on a Substack or on a post on X that goes viral. People have a voice in a way that they haven't had ever.
Some people think you're cruel.
I know.
They think you're mean, you're a mean girl, you're exclusive, you're not tolerant. What do you say when they say that to you?
I don't care, Margaret. I really don't care. But no, on a more serious note, I think it's that you just don't understand what we believe. And
In my opinion, people always wanted their people that they follow to be honest with them. That's something you build over the years. And independence shows something. Probably she said something like that because she wanted to get out of Daily Wire because she had some walls around her and they didn't let her talk about things that she wanted to. I don't know. We probably will never know. But in my opinion, every influencer, anyone with a voice needs to be respectful and truthful to the audience. This is the only thing any creator has and needs to follow it. And that's a video from Daily Wire. And I've got a couple of issues with that.
That there's been the comment section, not from the very earliest days, but almost the entire time, 2 years, has been the producer of the show, has helped to write the show every single day, 2 episodes a day, and has been Brett's best friend. And so, some of the accusations against Reagan have been really ugly, like that she's impersonating Brett. Well, that's unfair. If Reagan seems a bit like Brett, it's because she's Brett's best friend and one of the writers and the producer of the show. She's worked as much on the show every day on what the show would look like and feel like and sound like as Brett has for these last 2 years. They've done that together. Obviously, they have a lot in common in terms of their delivery because they have helped craft the show together. Some of the rumors I saw that we sent Reagan to acting lessons to make her more like Brett. That's absolutely absurd and deeply offensive. Reagan's enormously talented. She's been an enormous part of building the comments section for the last 2 years. And I've never sent her to an acting lesson. She's never asked me to send her to an acting lesson. I've never asked her to do anything to be more like Brett. If anything, we've told her make the show as much your own as you can while maintaining the format. But she is like Brett because they are friends and collaborators, have been collaborators on the show. It's actually ironic because I did send Brett to various kinds of lessons as a performer, not acting lessons. Brett's a terrific actress and always, the entire time I've known her, she has been, as will be evident when you see the Pendragon cycle. But I did send her to dancing lessons and singing lessons in preparation for her role as Snow White. I sent her to dialogue coaching sessions to help her with her role in the Pendragon cycle, and that's good. That's like saying that you shouldn't send a performer to lessons. It's like saying that my political host shouldn't read books. They should just know everything. It should all be natural. What nonsense. You should always be making yourself better. And Brett did take steps to make herself better and better and better, and I'm sure will continue to. And perhaps Reagan will as well. But what Reagan hasn't done is taking acting classes to be more like Brett Cooper. That is just completely absurd. And it's hurt my feelings a little bit that Brett hasn't done more to defend her friend Reagan. Brett chose to leave the show. It was her idea.
So, the first scale. Okay, people are mean to Miss Reagan, and I don't get why. She just took a job, and if you want to watch it, you just press the button, watch the video. If you don't want to watch the video that Reagan produces, you just go away. You don't need to watch something you don't want. And I don't get the hate. That's if the issue is between Miss Reagan and Miss Cooper, that's between them. And of course, Daily Wire. Everyone else doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Now, Miss Cooper has her own show. You don't have to trust Reagan or the Daily Wire, in my opinion, for now.
Her stated desire to leave the show and to leave the company she had personally
And the other thing, Miss Cooper has no... I don't believe that she needs to support Miss Reagan. Why does she need to support her? Doesn't make sense. Even if they are friends, she doesn't need to do that. She did it on the last video. I'm walking away. Everything's fine. That's it. You don't need to do that. Now she has her own problems. She has a new channel. I don't even think that she has the amount of time to even think for the things that are happening in the Daily Wire.
Recommended Reagan to me. Before she told me she wanted to leave the show, she had personally recommended Reagan to me and told me that if she ever did leave the show, Reagan would be a great person to consider to host it, and that at any rate I should give something to Reagan because she should be on-screen talent. And the audience, whenever Reagan would guest host the comment section, the audience loved her. The comments were almost universally positive. In fact, many of the things that they're now criticizing her for in the comments were the things that they liked most about her when they didn't know that Brett was leaving the show. And for that reason, I know that most of these attacks on Reagan are completely unfair. They're completely disingenuous. People aren't really raising these criticisms. They're either helping to craft or buying into a narrative which has been crafted by people who want the Daily Wire to fail and want Reagan to fail in the role. And both will be disappointed because Reagan will not fail in this role. And the Daily Wire will not fail. We continue to grow and we continue to succeed. And business is hard. And we'll go through you're always going to go through a little bit of a downturn in audience after a very popular host leaves a show. But Brett will go on and build her next thing, and she'll do just fine and continue to be very successful. And Reagan will continue to find her footing with her new role as host of the comment section and continue to thrive. And absolutely, we will do other kinds of content with Reagan. Reagan and Brett are different. We did other kinds of content with Brett in the form of acting. She played a very important role in the Pendragon cycle because Brett is a very gifted actress. And
so, people hate Reagan for one reason and one reason only. Hate. Because they are invested in this channel because of Miss Cooper. They didn't see the channel as Daily Wire. They saw it as Miss Cooper. And that's a big problem. The people are involved with the personality and the things that Miss Cooper said over the years in her videos. That's why people are subbed over there. They just follow the human, not the company. Now they see that the company took her channel, and that's weird to them. And people need to understand that this is business. People come and people go. But until now, and especially with me so and so in the past, they didn't understand that this was a channel for a company and not a YouTuber. And yesterday, Miss Cooper uploaded something on X, that she will make a new profile on TikTok. And this is it. Apparently she will need to make an effort to grow another channel. If Daily Wire was involved somehow in that, that's really petty. That shows a bad attitude for the Daily Wire. Seriously. If you did something like that, that's beyond stupid. Make a follow. That's it. Now, I saw the first episode of Brett Cooper's, and that was mad. At the peak, there were 61,000 people watching the premiere live, and they were from all over the world. The flags I saw and knew, of course, was Russia, Greek, Poland, Brazil, Argentina, Australia, Sri Lanka, UK, Canada, Czech, German, USA, India. That was crazy. Now, what I want to say about that, basically it was a comment section, a little bit different. And what I saw was that she was a little bit anxious because it was a new beginning, and she was very happy. She even announced that she will work with Jordan Peterson and Jordan Peterson's Academy / Brett. That was mad. I hope the best for her, and we will see in the future. And the last thing I wanted to point is that I saw many big influencers watching and commentating. The chat, that was crazy. She even commented, I can't even read, from the spamming over the messages. That was crazy. Good for her. I hope she will get where she wants to get, and she wants to prioritize quality over quantity, something that she didn't do for Daily Wire. And I hope that it will work for her. I think it will work for her. Great start. I hope the best for her. Be better.